Welcome everybody back to the return of the movie buzzer. If you're not familiar with this series, I used to do this series as a basic. What it was is just I had to cover different movies throughout the show and everything. Just kind of giving my take on different news that was happening at the time. So I'm bringing that back. Decided to bring back this show. I do want to thank everyone who has recently subscribed to my channel. I do appreciate every single one of you. Let me know in the comment box below if there's anything you guys want to see me do or have any comments. By all means, just message me or leave a comment. And without further ado, let's get into the movie buzzer. So, Avengers Endgame continues to decimate everything in its path as it has brought in another $145 million in its second week. It is sitting currently at the number 9 spot domestically and already at $600 some million. That is just astronomical on how fast that this movie has grown, and the fact that it only took 2 weeks to even get there. Some movies never even see that kind of this kind of money. I remember back in 07 when Spider-Man 3 came out, and 150 million was a lot for a first week opening, and it broke the record then. That is just phenomenal, and it's just great. The fact that it's also beat Titanic as the in the worldwide box office as well. It's got its sights set on Avatar, and I got a feeling it's going to beat it. But what do you guys think? Well, if you haven't heard, they are making a new Masters of the Universe movie, and they've actually even got their guy who is going to play He-Man in this movie, and his name is Noah Centineo. And to be honest, he doesn't look like He-Man to me. You know, I'm the 87 version is a guilty pleasure of mine. I grew up with He-Man. I love He-Man. So that movie, even though as bad as it is, it's a guilty pleasure. I can't help it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. But I'm sorry, this guy does not look like He-Man. But you know, that's what we also said about Heath Ledger, the Joker. So it makes me wonder: am I gonna like this movie regardless because I'm a big He-Man fan? Hopefully they change. You know, maybe they change his look for the movie. How close is this going to be to the original? You know, what the series is and everything. So I'm kind of curious of how this is supposed to go. It's supposed to have came out this December, but it's not going to happen now. I think it got pushed back even farther. So this movie's always been in development hell. But what do you guys think of Noah playing He-Man? What are your thoughts on it? I'm not personally fond of it. Zombieland 2 is Double Tap is on its way this October, and to be honest, I can't fucking wait because Zombieland was one of those surprise hits for me back in 09 when it came out. I was just so into it when it came out. They added Rosario Dawson and Zoe Dutch. I can't say her name, but they added these two characters to the roster. All the originals are coming back. I had heard Bill Murray was going to be coming back, but I can't see that really happening, but you never know. But I can't wait for this movie. Of course, I will do a first look on this movie as soon as a trailer basically comes out or a teaser comes out for this movie. So look for that coming soon, guys. So I'm not a huge Sonic fan. I remember playing the game back in the old days of Sega Genesis and everything. I played probably 1, 2, and 3. Maybe I can't remember Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic Spinball. But anyway, they just released a trailer for the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And even though I look at it as, you know, it's a blue hedgehog. You know, the look, yeah, it doesn't look like Sonic. I wasn't impressed with it. A lot of people really got on, you know, into the fact that, hey, this don't look like Sonic, this isn't my Sonic. And they went in and the director came out and said he's going to redo the look of Sonic. I love the fact that Jim Carrey's in this movie. It did look interesting from that point on. And the fact that it looks like it's Jim Carrey's origin story as far as Dr. Robotnik. So kind of curious to see what it's going to look like when they redo it. I mean, the picture at the end of the trailer looks like it's going to be, you know, this is Jim Carrey, what happens after, I guess, you know, some things that happen in the movie where he looks more like the Dr. Robotnik that we know. So it's going to be interesting. What do you guys think of the whole new Sonic the Hedgehog, the fact that they're redoing it and everything? Well, guys, that's the end of the movie buzzer for this week. Just let me, if you have any comments about anything you want to see or anything like that, just leave it in the comment box below. I'll get back to you. And any other news that you got, by all means, just leave it and I'll get back with you guys. Till next time, guys.